Yeah. Hi. So today I'm going to put on my eye makeup. This eye makeup is from H&M. I'm going to use 3 different products of theirs. I've got 2 powder shadows. And they're in the shades Avalon and in the red. And I'm also going to use this pot, their Global Fusion Eye Pot in Lemongrass. I don't want to spoil too much, but wasn't a huge fan. This is the first time I bought any H&M cosmetics. I explicitly went to one of their stores that I heard had a lot of the makeup, and I was excited to get it. But when I just kind of looked at it, I honestly didn't it didn't blow me away. I didn't feel like it was good or for its price or whatever. Like, basically everything I was looking at, I could think of like a less expensive version that I was sure I would like better. So those 3 eye makeups were the only thing I got, and honestly I got them because they were on sale. So instead of being like $6 each, they were $3 each, and after using them, I can't say I'm excited to like change my mind and go back and buy a ton of H&M makeup. Why don't we go ahead and go to me putting on this makeup. We're going to go back in time. My face is going to be without any makeup, and I'm going to put on the eye makeup, and then I'm going to come back to you and we're going to talk again. All right, let's put on some eye makeup. So when I got these shades, I can't say that I was planning on a eye look that goes together, but I think we can make it work anyway. I'm going to start with the Global Fusion Eye Pot. And this is in the shade Lemongrass. So this is like the potted one. There you go. This is the first time checking these out at all. I'll start trying with my finger. I love me a good pot of cream eyeshadow. And I also really like these kind of khaki-y, olivey colors. All right, for comparison, I'm gonna get a brush out. I'm already not confident that the finger is the best way to do it. I'm gonna use ColourPop's brush because I feel like, you know, they're pots. Maybe it's good for this too. All right, it's on the brush. I was trying to get this kind of like on the lid. I feel like, you know, if I'm gonna use a pot and then normal powder eyeshadows, that I should really start with the pot first. And I also didn't prime my eyelids any, because like when I use a ColourPop one, I don't, and when I use other like this, I don't. And so I figured maybe that would be what I'd want, but I'm not sure. I can't say I'm finding this to be my favorite application so far. It's kind of difficult. Like, I went specifically to an H&M store that I heard had a lot of their makeup, and then when I was there, I don't know, I guess I just wasn't in the mood for it, and I just wasn't feeling much of it. I mean, the prices I feel like are kind of high in that, like, I don't know, my expectations for H&M's makeup isn't for it to be the best ever. And so, like, I brought up ColourPop, and ColourPop's stuff is less expensive. So when I was looking at it and I'm like, I could get this or I could get that instead, it was hard for me to be like super interested in their stuff. So that's why these are the only 3 things I got, and they were on sale. So I mean, maybe this is being so obnoxious to put on because it's old or whatever. They sold it to me. This is real. This is a real experience. So there it is on one eye. I feel like it looks a lot better on the camera than it does in real life. So there's that going for it. I'm going to try to blend it a little. I'm going to use one of these e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brushes. Yeah, so blending is not super happening. That's going to be how it stays. I'll try to blend a shadow on top. You know, I was just using those Bare Minerals cream eyeshadows. I gotta say I liked that a lot better. You know, I do like ColourPop's shadows a lot better. I mean, those ones are so easy to manipulate. I know it's not a full-on cream pot like this, but those are so easy. That Bare Minerals one was easy, and this one is kind of annoying. It just wants to stick. It doesn't want to blend. I'm definitely having to, like, place it rather than being able to do any kind of blending. And it wants to be crumbly and patchy, and color's pretty, I think the color payoff is ending up being pretty high. I think it ends up being pretty opaque. But this is a pain. This is not going to be a fast process. So if you're going to do this, it's probably going to be for something more special that you're going to be willing to put some time on. So I definitely wouldn't pick up a shade that I thought was like an everyday shade, because I would not want to deal with this application every day. I'm worried too that it's not going to stay on all day. Like, it doesn't feel like it's on nicely, and like it's just going to want to like flake right off. Oi, oi, oi. It's been messy and flaky too. I mean, I don't think it's making, because it doesn't want to blend well, like the bits that flake off aren't exactly making a mess. But you'd probably want to do like I did and do the eye makeup first, rather than have it get all over your face. I'm going to try to put a little bit underneath. I'm going to get like a liner brush for that, I think. Start using ColourPop's liner brush. It's fun to play with in the pot. Like, look what a mess I've made. It gets very putty-y. It's got a nice glass container. But like, what you have on the brush, you put it on the brush, and then it goes on the eye, and that's it. Like, it doesn't blend forward. So it's like non-stop dipping back in. I just don't know. It wouldn't color me impressed. So these eyeshadows are $6. So it's not like that's ridiculously expensive. It's not like it's a lot more than ColourPop's, but it is more. These ones were 50% off, so they were only $3. So, you know, there's less room to be disappointed then. When I don't like them, that just crumbled right off. I feel like that's gonna have just made a mess in my lap. So there we are so far. Let's look at the other two shades I got. Now we have like eyeshadows. Powder eyeshadows. I mean, the packaging is cute and classy. So I got a red and a green. What am I getting? Well, it occurs to me now that this is going to be kind of Christmassy, huh? I wonder how crazy it would be to blend this red into the crease. Let's see. It's going to be genius, or it's going to be horrible. I'm going to use this fluffy crease brush. See, this red shade is called In the Red. I was kind of into that because I was like, I don't think I've seen a red eyeshadow quite that red. Yeah, that pot does not like something being blended on top of it. It's just kind of patching off. Well, I am concerned because I have things to do today, and I was not planning on looking this crazy. Oh goodness, what have I done? What have I done to myself? Yeah, I just don't feel like these are blending nicely into each other at all. I'm concerned to the point of, do I need to wash off my eye makeup and look more like a normal human today? I mean, I feel like generally so far with my videos, I feel like if anything, I've been on the side of maybe being a bit too positive about products, you know, always seeing the best in them, and now this is happening. Let's just keep going nuts. The packaging is pretty for these. Honestly, it feels really cheap. The plastic itself just feels really cheap plastic. So this shade is called Avalon, which, you know, this is just kind of a dumb note or whatever, but this is the packaging color. I guess those look kind of similar on camera, but in person, this looks so much lighter to me than this. Like, it's just not what I would have expected. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything with that, because if I try to put anything on top of that cream, it's just trying to flake off. It doesn't want to blend even a little bit. Not even a little bit. So if you're gonna do that, I don't think I would. I don't think I'd get another one. I just don't feel like it's a usable product. The powders don't seem to have the color payoff. Like, I don't think I'm doing anything much with this now, with this other color. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything with this. I can try under the lashes, I guess. I can barely kind of see that shade now as I'm putting it on. I mean, I have so much fallout right now, like all over my face. If you did your makeup first, if I did my makeup first, I would have screwed up eye makeup and face makeup. I mean, if I just try to like blend this a little bit all over even, will I even do anything? It does seem kind of a prettier color than the others that I have. I just think that that base too, it's just gonna flake off my eyes all day. It's not gonna like look pretty. This could be like a disaster of a day now, makeup wise. I'm gonna get a bronzer and try blending that all around to see if maybe I can like make stuff look a little better. Make it look a little more acceptable. I'm gonna use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I use the light one. If you knew what I was supposed to be doing later, you would not be laughing at me so much. Or maybe you'd be laughing more. Huh? So here's what I'm at. I feel like maybe it doesn't look completely insane anymore. I really like browned that red up instead. Let's put on maybe like a brow bone highlight and hope that I don't look too nuts. I'm gonna try using Wet n Wild's Reserve Your Cabana on my brow bone. They have this labeled as a bronzer despite clearly being a highlighter, which I find a bit confusing. And when I use it as a highlighter, it just kind of looks chalky on my skin. Maybe it'll work better up here. That's it, we got. I'm gonna finish my makeup. I am going to come back and we will discuss how much I did not like this. Okay, so I finished and I put on my makeup, and honestly, my eye makeup grew on me. I like it more now than right after I put it on. I am kind of pleased with it, but I can't say that I'm really more pleased with the products. I'm just not. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever used. I feel like I'm happy with my eye makeup, so I feel like you can get something usable out of it, but I feel like this pot was way more work than it's worth. Yeah, I feel like there's just better versions of it out there. You can get it for less expensive, or you can get it for more expensive and it's also like better than. So I don't know. This just was like a pain, and I'm not super optimistic about how it's gonna look at the end of the day. It didn't blend well with anything. It didn't make putting on the powder eyeshadows work well on top of it. And the powder eyeshadows just kind of seemed okay anyway. I didn't feel like they were gonna have great color payoff. And I know better eyeshadows out there, you know? It's just like, I don't think so. So anyway, I hate to be so negative, but on a positive side, you know, there's other great makeup out there, so don't even worry about it. And let's just say goodbye. Thank you, and goodbye.